What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your September 2020 general reading. This is going to be a general read for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that it's just impossible for it to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus, okay? I want to apologize. You guys did not receive an August reading like most signs didn't. I did 4, and then I had some COVID-related family issues that I had to be very present with. And it just kind of threw me off my whole trajectory for the rest of the month. So I apologize. But you know, I don't like doing reads if I'm not in a good headspace to do them. I don't like my energy getting involved in other people's reads. I think that's my responsibility as a reader. So I hope you guys understand. We're here now. Let's bust out this month. I'm really curious to clarify these cards because you know I already pulled them. So quite a few major arcana cards. There's a lot shifting, I think, in your life right now. I think we could all probably say that on some type of a level, but definitely with you guys. With this being Virgo season for you guys, we are dealing with a lot of 8th house energy. 8th house energy is all connected to Scorpio energy, which is all about death, transformation, regeneration, sex, that type of stuff, right? So a lot of that is here and coming to play this month for you guys. Also a lot about value, which is 2nd house energy, right? Especially with that Pisces moon, full moon that's going to be September 2nd. So those are kind of the areas in which I feel like you guys will probably see a lot of change, which for you guys, those are everything, right? Death, transformation, that could have to do with your career, that could have to do with your relationships around you. You do have 4 major arcana cards. You have Strength, Temperance, Empress, and the Tower, which the Tower is really interesting. I want to definitely see what that's about. But as the underlying energy, which is at the bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Wands, which I think is great. I think it's important for you guys that whatever it is that you're trying to do, it feels like some of you guys have been kind of working at something or chipping away at something, efforting in some type of a way for quite a while. But it almost feels like your old tricks aren't working. So whenever we see a 2 of Wands, this is all about kind of having that fork in the road and like a decision to be made too, right? But 2 of Wands also typically talks about a new beginning. It typically talks about trying something different. So if there's been something that you guys have been trying to resolve or trying to do and you just feel like things have been not moving, things have been stagnant, you're not seeing any progress, it could be that there needs to be something within this system or whatever that you need to try a little bit differently, right? Because what is insanity? Trying the same shit over and over and expecting a different result. With that being said, I also do want to remind you, Mars is in Aries, right? People are a little bit more spicy. Keep that in mind. But with that, Mars is going retrograde this month, I believe like on the 9th, and it'll be retrograde till about mid-November. Whenever anything's retrograde, it's kind of like a stagnancy. It's not really a time to take new action so much. It's more of a time to reassess the things that we've already done and see how we can better move forward. With you guys, you know, and with everyone, what this can do is have the effects on our sex life is in terms of like having a low sex drive or a super heightened sex drive. But most people might experience things feeling a little bit lower because the thing is, with Mars being retrograde and Mars being the planet that's all in control of our drive and our aggression, how we get things done, even our sexual nature, it can kind of have an adverse effect of like feeling a little bit more insecure, unsure. People can be feeling a little bit more petty and want to fight a little bit more. Sex drive could be low. So just things to keep in mind going into this month, okay? Now, you guys are starting out with Temperance, Strength, and Empress. If we're talking about like actual signs that this could be connected to, we could be talking about Sagittarius, we could be talking about Leo, we could be talking about Taurus and Libra. Does not have to be, but I say the signs just so you know. Temperance and Strength. Let's go here first with Andre and MJB, right? So Temperance card always reminds us that we need to be patient about something. This could be, again, something you've been trying to work at or chip away with for a while. But the thing about the temperance too is it brings a healing element to the situation. It's all about being patient. It's about that hope and healing. It's about having divine faith in something. You know, this might also timestamp for you guys a time where something kind of turns around again, especially if there's something that you guys have been really, really working on, and it just hasn't been coming together. This could be, you know, that kind of showing itself. Now, you've got the Queen of Wands here. So that's fire energy, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, right? And then we have it clarifying the Sagittarius card. So especially in terms of business, it feels like if some of you guys have been trying to get something off the ground and just has not been moving, this is a time where you might slowly start to see that wheel turn in your direction, favorable in your direction. If this does have to do with a job or something, you might not see real result till maybe November, December, but definitely you guys are in this place of creating, which is really, really great. You got the Empress energy that's sitting at the bottom of the deck right now. So Empress, we're seeing Empress energy twice, right? That's all about attracting. That's all about creating. That's all about being able to harvest what it is that we want. And it's all about, again, that attracting, not chasing energy. The Empress doesn't go out of her way and jump out of her fucking skin to make things happen. She stays in her lane. She stays in her place of power, and she brings things to her. So, that's also another thing. I don't know if you guys have been struggling in terms of strength. This could be with people at your job. This could be in your relationships, whatever. But this is really a time to hold strong. Now, going back to that sexual frustration thing, I can't help but notice, you know, Queen of Wands, she's the most sexual queen that there is. She's the only one that's facing forward with her legs spread out. And she's got her kitty in between her legs, right? So, and then just talking about the Mars retrograde, how things don't go back direct till mid November. This could have something to do with that. So don't be surprised if your sex life is a little bit put on hold or things are a little bit weird. You're feeling a little insecure. Again, if you want to be proactive, this would be a time to maybe do some research. I'm not telling you what to do because girl, boy, I don't know. But just keep that in mind. Now, finances. Finances may have been tough for you, right? Four of Pentacles energy is really about holding on to things that we value. And it's because there's almost this feeling of lack there, that the things that you value could easily slip out of your fingers. I mean, he's holding on for dear life, right? But I want you guys to really stay in that energy of being able to create, right? Because you can't really create from this place of being skeptical and being scared. Scared money don't make no money, right? And with this Empress showing up here, I feel like you guys do have a chance for like some beautiful things. Also, fertility could be high for a lot of you guys this month. So if that's something that you are purposely trying to go for, great. If that's something that you are not, be smart. Now, I'm going to skip around a little bit because I'm really curious with this. And I feel like this Empress and this next card, Five of Pentacles, has something to do with each other. Now, it's interesting because they're actually stacked on top of each other. This Five of Pentacles is the last card that's showing up here. But it's so weird to me because obviously Five of Pentacles can talk about poverty. Again, going back to the feelings of lack or feeling left out, which I feel like it is more of. And I feel like this is more around like the things that you value. So like, let's say if it's family issues, like you guys might be feeling a little out of sorts or out of place in terms of your family, maybe even feeling a little disconnected, haven't quite been, you know, communicative. This is a time to maybe, you know, put some effort in towards that. Now, Empress card is being clarified by the Four of Cups. Four of Cups energy is really about feeling dissatisfied with the options in front of you, right? This is about kind of feeling indifferent. Some of you guys, especially as it pertains to relationships, you guys might not be feeling how you were. And again, that could go back to that Mars retrograde situation. If you guys are having friction, especially around that time, I wouldn't suggest that you absolutely move on it or make any like decisions based on these feelings this month, because I think it's kind of one of those things like we'll all be collectively feeling, and I'd hate for you guys to make a permanent decision based on a temporary feeling. Let me pull one more card for those two, because that's really interesting. I do feel like you guys... For you singles out there, you might find, especially if you're out already on the dating scene, you might be connecting with someone this month, or you might have connected with someone, and you might be finding out that, nah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, of course, we've got the Two of Cups energy here, which is all about like connecting. It's the reciprocity. There's balance there. There's respect there. But there's something about this union with this Four of Cups that you're still not sure about. And then look, bottom of the deck right now is Knight of Wands. I want you guys to trust your gut, trust your impressions that you're getting. It just seems like, I don't know, there's something in front of you, especially you singles, and I don't know if you want it. Some of you guys also, this could be something like, especially if you are, say, like on a pause, on a break in your relationship, there's this back and forth of not knowing if it's what you really want, especially if this is someone that you share children with. Empress, right? She's fertile. She brings life into this world. I'm getting a sense of like those of you guys who are in a committed relationship, or who were in a committed relationship, and maybe like you guys are taking a pause right now. There's a lot that September's throwing at you and giving you for you to chew on, to think about. And you might find that you're feeling a little bit different towards the end of the month, especially as it pertains to a certain relationship, than you were at the beginning. Because with this Knight of Wands being at the bottom of the card, or bottom of the deck right now, this is a dating card. This is someone who doesn't stay anywhere long, right? This is someone who only goes after their passions. This is someone who is not, you will never find a Knight of Wands person just stuck in a relationship because they feel like they should be there. If a Knight of Wands is with you, it's because they really, really want to be. They really, really love you. But I don't know. I've seen this twice now since I was pulling cards for you guys. And I just feel like there's this element of you guys kind of being like, I don't know. And then again, at this bottom of the deck right now, you guys got the Two of Wands. There's definitely a sense of wanting to do and try something new here. So let's keep going. Three of Cups is actually sitting in your environment. If you guys have good people around you, good friends, family, whoever it is that makes you feel light, whoever it is who loves you and can still check you with love and all that, people that you trust, this is a really good time for you to maybe connect with them and ask them for help or whatever. This is also a really good time to look into those relationships. There's something about your friendships that's coming up that you guys might want to look into, or something that may be coming up this month that kind of forces you to look into whether you want to or not. Some of you guys are connected with someone who might not be the best for you, might be toxic. Maybe when you're around this person, you see that it brings out certain things or sides of you that maybe you are trying to stay away from. So interesting that came out like this. And I love how the cards work together, because you guys also got a detox your friendships, which we'll get into later. But I think this is really a message, like the people who have been solid, the people who have been good to you, honor it, stay close to them. They're really, really good for you. But there's someone that's around you, Aquarius, that maybe hasn't been so good for you. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person or a toxic person, but it could just, some people are for some people and some people aren't. Like, I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me, and that's fine, right? And for some of you guys, I think you're realizing that. Maybe it's a Capricorn energy. You guys could be dealing also with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But there's something that I feel like you guys definitely need to let go of. You might feel bound to this situation. And I think there's communication that needs to happen. You've got the Ace of Swords that's showing up here. And then look at this. Look at God. Right underneath that, you've got the walking away card, which is the Eight of Cups. So some of you guys may be walking away from some friendships. There's definitely something you need to look into with these friendships. But what I love is, right after you get the Three of Cups and the Devil card, what comes up is the Tower. I love, 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 love this. And I'm gonna tell you why. In the order of the major arcana, how they roll out, it goes, the Tower always follows the Devil, right? Because the Devil is whatever we don't have power over, that has power over us and is affecting our life in maybe a negative way. The Tower is when the universe comes and says, girl, okay, I see you've been struggling here. You haven't been quite able to let this person or this thing or this whatever go. So you know what? It's fine. I'll knock it down for you, Because what you don't understand is this wasn't for you anyways. Like, this wasn't built on a steady foundation. So I'll knock it down because I know it's hard for you to do it. And then you could just start all over again, right? The tower is a very sporadic energy that comes. And that's, I think, what most people don't like about it, because at the end of the day, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, tower card energy is for our best. It is actually a great energy. And even if it sucks while you're in the middle of it, it's one of those things that when you're looking back in retrospect, you're like, oh, I know why that had needed to happen. I'm appreciative that that happened, and I get it. Thank you, God. It's one of those types of energies. So, look, if y'all aren't knocking these relationships out that are not for you, if y'all don't get ahead of the game this month, the universe will for you, and that's fine. Look, sometimes we all need help. Me being a Libra and me being honestly this indecisive as hell naturally, I love the Tower card, because when I know I'm sitting too hard or too long on something that I know I don't need to be, and I feel like I just don't know how to move on or I can't move on, you know what, whether I like it or not, thank you, God, for coming in and interfering, because you knew I couldn't do it. You knew I couldn't do it, right? So what's clarifying that tower is the Seven of Wands. This is a very defensive energy. This is someone who may feel like they're backed up against the wall. Some of you guys might be feeling like your friends are like literally conspiring against you guys. It almost feels like you guys are getting ganged up on. Seven of Wands energy is the energy of getting ganged up on, right? I mean, it's one person literally fighting 6 other people, but they have the upper hand, right? They've got the higher ground. They're able to jab down, where these people are just still trying to reach up to get on their level. So a reminder too, anybody that's trying to mess with you at this time, Aquarius, it's because they don't got their own shit going on, and they're just simply trying to be at your level. So even though it could be annoying, and it could be, you know, it could hurt your feelings or be heartbreaking or whatever other ways that it could like really mess with you in emotionally or mentally, you have the upper hand. There's definitely something to be said about certain people around you. You've got some good people around you, yes, but you've also got some people who I know you know full well, if this is resonating with you, that you probably been needed to check. And this might just be the month that it's check, checkmate, honey. Now, King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck now. With that King of Pentacles and Devil's energy, definitely could be Earth energy, Cancer, or no, that's not it. Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. Could be fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be Pisces. Could be water in general. Could be anybody. But if this is making sense to you, you know what you got to do. 5 of Pentacles. Going back to that energy that now it's starting to make sense now that we've got some clarifiers put on the board here. Detoxing friends, cutting out people, no matter how much we know it is important for us sometimes, it's never easy. It's never easy. And you might experience that feeling of lack. You might experience like you're on the outskirts, right? Oh my God, I love when the cards just like make sense. But 6 of Swords, like 6 of Swords is walking away from something. It's taking the lessons with you, right? Taking the lessons that you've learned, leaving these turbulent, rocky, wavy ass waters and going to where things are clear and make sense and you're appreciated and, you know, whatever. So no matter, I'm not going to say this is easy. I think some of you guys are walking away from something that's very, very hard for you, but what you're going to do is you're going to take those lessons and move on to something better. And then you've got other opportunities there. So this could be, whether we're talking about relationships, jobs, friendships, whatever, there's something different, something exciting, something you guys will be passionate about, something you feel so connected to, something you will be attracted to coming right for you. It's waiting for you to get there. Like it's like you're running into it, right? And then again, bottom of the deck card, or bottom of the deck right now, we've got the Death card. So I think, again, for a lot of you guys, if this is about leaving certain people behind, I think you knew that. I think you've gotten signs of that already. Death doesn't come sporadically. Tower does. Death, we see death coming. But sometimes we try to ignore it, right? We see it. Like I got a plant right now that's just slowly dying. And I've been trying to like do everything I can to fix it. I know it's coming. whatever. Underneath that death card is 3 of Swords. So yeah, definitely this hasn't been an easy time. This is probably something that caused you heartbreak. You know, especially when it comes to like breaking up with friendships, that's hurt my feelings more a lot of times than breaking up with certain relationships that meant everything to me. It just is what it is. But once you let certain things go that aren't serving you or probably ganging up on you, maybe don't treat you right, maybe don't have your best interest at heart, you walk into a world of different beautiful opportunities, okay? Now, as one of your oracle cards, you got, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. I'll read that one more time. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yes, agree. Now, these 2 cards, you got to detox your friendships and past life relationship. So, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Okay? And then detox your friendships says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you are spending time. So be discerning with your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. And you know what? That could have everything to do with this 5 of Pentacles too. Like this 5 of Pentacles popping up at the end of the day could have everything to do with the difference between someone who knows when to cut off their frenemies and someone who doesn't. Right? So everyone has free will. You're going to do with this what you want and what you need to do. But just know that if, no matter how painful, if you let certain things go that you know full well aren't the best for you right now, Aquarius, you got some beautiful things coming ahead. You got some great opportunities coming ahead. And even money. Like you got the Empress twice. But should you stay in these defective relationships, it could tamper with us, you know? So I hope this resonates. Definitely let me know in the comments if it does. Please thumbs up this video so it can circulate and all the Aquariuses who need to hear this message can. If you would like a personal reading, definitely reach out to me at shesvibetarot@gmail.com. Please go to my About tab first. Look at my menu of services, pricing, figure out what it is that you want, and then email me, okay? I love you guys very much, and I'll see you later. Bye, Aqua!